And good afternoon from the Utica Curling Club. Roger Ellott here with Dave Craig-Nolan.
Hi, everybody.
We're bringing you the B quarterfinal game of the 2019 Cobb Bonspiel. And Dave, I think you've got the lineups.
I do. Utica 4 is represented by Pat Costello, skip. Jan Rischel is the vice. Brad Anderson is the second, and Donna Kaleo will be playing lead for Utica 4 today. Schenectady 2 is Tom Lancaster, the skip. Paula Lancaster, the vice. Dan Navratil is the second, and Faye Navratil is the lead. And I'm going to pronounce that a little differently once you school me on it again. It's
Navratil. Yep,
Navratil. Okay,
yep.
Close enough.
Yeah, a little bit of change of venue here. We're eventually going to webcast the Richmond Hill Nutmeg game, but they were moved to a sheet we don't have cameras on, so we're going to bring you the other B quarterfinal, which is Utica 4 and Schenectady 2.
Sorry about that, for all you folks that were counting on the other game. Game ran quite late there on sheet 4, so they had to move over. So again, apologies here from our end.
And they're still playing on sheet 4, actually. Still not done.
Good old slow-paced curling game sometimes get in the way of a broadcast here. So, well, we are joining in progress here in the first end. Again, of our B quarter. Utica 4 is throwing the yellow rocks. Schenectady 2 throwing the blue rocks. And we're down to seconds here. Brad Anderson trying to make a lightweight takeout here of Schenectady stone that's sitting just back of the button. This should be a good game. There's two very well experienced teams here. Brad a little narrow with his takeout attempt.
We've had a lot of swing on all sheets today.
Yes, we have.
So you almost can't take too much ice. As one of our opponents said today, there are no straight rocks out here. Schenectady does have the last rock here in the first end with the blue rocks. And it does look like I have a little camera freeze up here. I'm just going to restart our stream. So for those of you out there, bear with us a few seconds and it'll.
Brad Anderson making a nice adjusting his line there and his weight. Made a takeout, left the shot stone in the open. Dan with his second stone here now. And it looks like he's all over it. Might get a little roll out of this. Just a little off nose. Well thrown stone. Now we are down to vice rocks. Jan Rischel with her first throw of the afternoon. Looks like we're back in business out there with our stream. Nicely done by Roger Rowlett.
A little quick recovery there. Had a camera freeze up on one of the house cameras.
And an unfortunate shot there for Jan. She just sailed by Shot Rock and through the park. Now Paul Lancaster with her first stone in the first end, looking to guard up here. Looks like she's got a good-looking guard coming here. If it doesn't over-curl on her, the weights, it's just running out of gas. I think it's going to be just fine. Nicely thrown there. Still room to come around and get to this stone. Certainly a finesse shot in the making here. And he's just going to try to freeze down to it here. You see Pat at the other end calling for just a freeze down to it.
Getting some big swing here.
Very nicely thrown here, but she's going to chip it this time.
It's going to flatten out.
Boy, I just nudged it over. It looked like it was curling up nice, and it just kind of flattened out the last 15 feet or so. A little weight-sensitive spot there already. Pretty nice shot without a good outcome. And Paula will try and set the guard back up.
Well, I think they'd love to come around his top four here.
Mm-hmm. He tapped his broom up in the top of the rings. I'm not sure that that's an ideal spot for that, Rock. I think if you got a shot, this is like a free shot to sit too, right?
Right, and they got hammers, so
yep.
Come right in. This one's a little wide.
Really coming up nice, though. Really coming up sharp.
Going sideways now.
It is. This is, if it's got legs, this is ideal. And it's going to stop short, but it's not in a bad spot. The great Utica Cobb Bonspiel. What an absolute fun spiel this is to be part of. First year I haven't played in many moons.
Yeah, one of the few mixed spiels around these days. A lot of open spiels out there, very few in the mixed variety. And this one goes back to the 1950s.
Great history. Pat trying to figure out how he can get this rock off of the button. He's got a couple rocks in play here. Certainly he's second rock out there in the 8-foot guarded. No hammer. Got to be a little careful here. Don't want to do the other team's work for them.
No, right now they've only got one, and it's not real clear how they get their two easily.
Almost could draw around. It's a tough shot. Draw around in between the yellow and the blue one on the right here as you're looking down the sheet and tap that one up, but it's not a gimme by any. There's not a lot of room there.
I think if you get in behind, at least it'll cut off the tap up on that blue stone. And right now, that looks like the easiest way for Schenectady to get their two.
I'm not sure what he's throwing. He might be trying to run this blue rock that Paula just threw back and try the double here. Yeah, and he's playing it tight. This is exactly what he's throwing.
So he's going to throw the run double. Looking to hit this one. Split those two out.
Pat with this little under-over delivery there. Can run him straight.
Pretty close.
That's how it's done.
And got it.
Pat Costello with a really nice double. Wasn't a lot of room to make it. If he could hit what he could see of that rock, he had a chance, and that's exactly what he did.
Yep.
Very nicely thrown there by resident great curler and really good guy, Pat Costello. Been a member of this club for a very long time.
And now Utica shot rock to boot in the side of the 8-foot.
Not a real easy way here for Tom Lancaster to get in here either.
You come inside out of this. You should be able to chip it away. I think you can come through the hole. Might be hard to keep your shooter. You're going to have to throw down weight. Try to roll underneath.
Yeah, you know
he's got a counter up in the front.
Yeah. He almost got in off that too, couldn't he? Like a little hit and roll in off that.
Yep. And if you chip the guard away on the top 12, then you'll have another run at it unless Pat can
cover it up, or come behind it.
Or come in, yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's always how we play this game. One shot can really change the complexion of an end in a hurry. It's so unbelievable.
If you throw the right weight here and you miss this, you could roll to the 4 foot. Couple different good outcomes from playing the shot. They're going to just play the straight draw, looks like.
It kind of looks that way. Tom Lancaster with his first rock with hammer.
No, he's bringing some weight.
Yep.
He might be playing the nose double here.
Starting to buckle now. Really coming up hard on him. He might lose his shooter. And in fact, he did. They had to stay right with that.
Yep.
Kind of hard to anticipate that curl, but it really came up hard on him.
Did open up shot stone, however.
A couple ways of making this shot and a couple ways of missing it.
Well, you want to make the Christmas tree is what you want to make. Right there.
If you're short and it's in the path, it's certainly going to guard it. If you're heavy and it comes around, you may wind up 1 and 2 with 1 on the 4 foot circle behind this yellow guard, which wouldn't be a horrible outcome if he doesn't leave him a double.
Yep, as long as you don't leave him level for a double.
Yep.
It's ideal. They'd like to be right up in there.
Curling's a funny animal. You know, you can make a great shot. He just made a beautiful double here, and now he's got to buckle right back up and make another shot. Got to like the whole skip game to be a good skip. You've got to like it. Because sometimes the pressure never stops.
No, well, against good teams, it's relentless. So.
And he's guarding. It looks like he's guarding to me. But again, there's a lot of little options with this shot, Roger.
Got to go for line, though.
Yep. Clearly losing line here. I think they're going just to get this thing in the park. It's going to tick off the yellow rock and maybe wind up okay.
Need a bounce.
And didn't quite get there.
Nose hit for 2 here.
Didn't quite get there, exactly. Door open for Tom Lancaster here in the first end with his hammerstone coming up. If he can get around this yellow rock that Pat just shot and get to shot rock, he's going to get a deuce. Three other games going on in the shed right now. And tonight we will be broadcasting at 8:30. We'll be broadcasting one of our A semi games. I'm not sure exactly which one yet. I'm not sure. I don't think Roger's going to be here with me tonight, but Jeremy Zhang will be sitting in on the broadcast this evening with me.
Got his one. Little wide on that.
Yep.
Missed a little opportunity, so after one end of play, Schenectady 1, Utica 0. Utica with the yellow rocks will have the last rock in the second end.
So you folks went right to 11:15 tomorrow in your. You went
Yep.
right to the final, right?
Yeah, we're straight through.
Yeah, gotcha. Is that the D?
E. We got the short draw.
Gotcha. Well, that's good. You don't have to play early, too. You don't have to play two games.
Don't have to play tonight.
Yeah, that's great. A lot going on here at the Utica Curling Club. Last night was our banquet, and music provided. And tonight there's another band here as well. Kind of standard ops for our two tournaments, our mixed tournament and our men's tournament, the Mitchell.
Indeed.
Donna Kaleo looking to make a takeout here. I'm sure Pat would like to keep this shot on the rings, really curling up hard on her.
Got to hold it for a piece here.
Yep. And it slid on by. Good curl, even with that weight.
Yeah, you got to throw pretty firm, I think, takeout, especially in the back of the house. A lot of extra time to curl when you're back there.
Faye looking to guard up the shot that she's put on the rings. A little light. I think she hogged this one. I don't think this is going to make it. They're working it, but I don't think it's going to get there. In fact, that's a hog stone.
And the second chance. So taking a good 1.5 foot of ice here. A little firmer this time.
I don't know. It's on the same path, and I don't know if the shooter's going to stay or not. And in fact, it is not going to stay. It really came up hard again.
Yep.
She did firm that one up, which did allow her to make the takeout, but it still curled even with that weight. So now we're starting over here.
Yep. From the top.
Tom looking to have Dan throw a center guard. A little heavy here. Going to go right to the back of the rings.
Now we got 2 feet of ice.
I think there's a little discrepancy here as to what Brad wants to throw. I think Brad wants to throw a corner guard. And Pat wants him to draw down and freeze down to it. So, yeah, we're on the same page now. I don't mind a corner guard here.
Yeah, I mean, that rock in the back's not a factor.
Nope.
You get your deuce, you could throw the corner and go around it.
Over curling already, so we're just going to throw a corner guard. I think this is coming onto the rings. A little toasty. T-line weight. Just in front, about a foot in front of the T-line. And Tom's not going to waste a lot of time thinking about this one.
Nope, hitting set 1 and 2.
Nose hit's fine. If you flop over on the center, on the one to the center, that's okay too. If you roll all the way across in front of the other yellow one, it's okay too.
That one buckled too.
It certainly did. And that's going to go off the rings, I believe. It's close, though.
Just off.
And just off. Pat Costello, probably one of the most easygoing guys in the curling club.
Yeah.
You know, he just shouted down to Brad, "Is this what you want to do?" Oh, that's great. A great game we play.
If you call your shot, you got to make it.
Yep. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stoll made a little
starting to drag, yeah.
A little wonky move there. And it's going to be shot rock up in the 12-foot. Paula with her takeout attempt of this yellow rock. Don't know.
Got that one out a bit.
Yep. Left it out just a little. It might move it. In fact, it did pop it right over to the 4-foot. So now what if you're Pat?
Well, a lot of options. I just split the house, I think.
I think you can, or you can guard. You could guard this too.
Hate guarding it that close to the middle, though. That's.
Mm-hmm.
You get this guard a little off center, then that opens up the freeze. That take the whole end away from you.
Yep.
You could split the house. You could freeze on that back blue. Be another option. And you don't want to set up a double here.
Whole team working it here, trying to close the line on it. And it's a bit further than he wanted for sure. Nose hit double. But he's drawing. I think he's going to play to his player's strength here as well. Not quite sure what kind of weight Paula can throw. So he's just throwing a freeze down here. Double seems like a logical call, but again, these folks know each other certainly better than we do, and I'm guessing Paula's got a good hands for a draw here. It's real close too. It looks good. Looks real good.
You catch the top
actually
one.
On the top one, which is not the end of the world, I guess. Gonna flop over in front. Not in a bad spot. Got Pat thinking a little bit.
And getting rid of the threat rock.
Mm-hmm.
If you nose this, I think the yellow will jam on the back blue, so that could be a good result.
Left this out just a
throw it wide,
little bit.
though.
Yeah.
Oy.
Send it sailing a little bit. Could do it the hard. It's going to pop it right into the pile, I believe. Boom and a boom. Changes things a bit.
Now, chance for Schenectady to guard shot rock, sitting top button.
Yep. Love throwing those guards when you're Skip. Means things have kind of went your way in the end, as far as I'm concerned.
Either that or you're guarding for your life.
Or you're I was just going to say, there's a big threat of getting a bomb dropped on you.
Throwing a lot of those today.
Oh, boy.
And yesterday.
Those were two, I'll tell you what, the two games that I watched this morning with Utica 1 and 2, both you being Utica 2, were kind of wonky games. No offense to the other teams. Congratulations to the other teams who won, but they weren't the best played curling games I've seen in a while. Expected Elias. Sometimes I have high expectations of the teams that I'm watching. Such a funny game, too. I mean, we have 6 sheets of ice here, and each sheet can play different all the time.
Well, no one of them will play the same either.
Right, exactly. Right, you know. Just when you think you got it figured out, oops.
Now 5 is the tricky sheet. I think it's got the trickiest rocks, and I think it's for whatever reason has been prone to develop more little interesting spots on it, either straight spots or curly spots.
Well said from our club president.
I don't think it's our flattest sheet out there.
That was a beautifully politically correct statement you just made, Roger.
Yeah.
After watching the game today on it, I was much happy to be up watching and not playing.
That's where skips waste a lot of brain cells trying to figure out the ice.
Boy, did that wind up in a good spot.
That's dead frozen.
Yep.
Looks like a force is in the making here.
Yep. Do you get aggressive and try and crotch hit these two?
I think you try to come over and
move
that blue
right
and off a little bit. You can play the kind of in off. You're not getting rid of both.
Nope. Yellow one goes by. His own rock's going to go by.
If you do this, doink, doink.
Yeah.
So this rock might move out here, and you're hoping this one will only move back a little bit.
Right. A little drag, it might come to the one in the back as well.
Maybe. It may go by, but you're hoping to go to the back 8.
Yeah.
What you want to do is just unhook those two. Got to get rid of the one on the button.
Certainly
for
his
sure.
only chance of a multiple score here would be to make some kind of an attempt like this.
You'd love to unlock that blue and yellow stone pair.
Yep, and how highly impossible the shot might be from the vantage point that I'm sitting at. It looks like there's just enough room for a rock to go between those two blue stones. Just enough.
There is.
Which
probably a rock and a half there.
Yep.
Now you've got to hit the shot stone pretty fat, so.
Yep.
It should move.
Got to go. It's curling.
Should move. And it's coming up
Going to be a nose hit, I believe. Right on the noggin.
And over curled a hair.
Yeah. Another double for Pat.
Yep. Tell you what, if you got a flat out miss here and you could throw bomber weight, you can get rid of those blue yellow, to get rid of that blue yellow pair. Score yourself a deuce.
Yeah, I can't tell if I thought I heard a little click when the blue rock rolled over on the yellow one. So I think if they're not frozen solid, they're really close. I mean, I think they're.
Yep. But you got to move that blue to the outside only a few inches to be able to get your shooter stand for two.
Yep. See what Tom does here.
It's got to kill shot stone on the top button for sure. And that should force Pat to a single. Oh, and we got our flash.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
So now you can hit and roll off this blue.
Yep. Get your deuce. Wow. Wow.
I think Pat's just going to draw here.
Okay. I would say with that ice, he's thinking to draw here.
Yeah, I think a straight draw. He's looking if there's any error, he can come off the blue toward
just
the
kind of
pin area.
flop off it, just tick off it a little if he's got the right weight and just still get inside it and be second rock. May wind up shot rock.
Last rock, second end. Pat Costello looking to draw for 2.
This is real tight.
And looking, it looks like it's a little more weight. Maybe looking for the flop for 2.
Goodness.
This is cutting.
It's going right in between the hole.
A tweener.
Wow.
Only got his 1.
He may have, with that weight, if he hit a little bit, you know, enough of that blue rock,
Yep.
it's a little bit behind it. I'm not sure he could move his shot rock, but he may have just moved it over.
So after 2 ends of play, we're all tied at 1.
And Donna's center guard attempt went onto the rings.
Yeah, a little tight to the brooms. That overcurled by a good 2 feet.
And Faye stepping up to the plate here, looking for a takeout. The shot looking good. Almost coming back to the schnoz. Right on the beak. Good throw there from Faye. Looks like we're going to trade jabs here in this third end. Donna Kaleo with her takeout attempt. And she's all over it. Just off nose. Nice throw there from Donna.
And this one may be out of the rings if they hit this one.
Maybe.
And don't get a roll.
Yep. Faye with her second stone of the third end. And she's all over it. Look at that baby curl. Wow. Beautiful curl. Nicely thrown. 2 nice takeouts there.
Now you can start over with that rock outside the rings.
Strange game.
Up goes the center guard.
Brad Anderson. Going right to the 4-foot, I believe, with this. Maybe a stitch more. Yeah, it's going to go back 4. Back 8. Back 12. Back 8.
Good shot stone. A little bit of an odd call here. To go right around the corner here.
With hammer, yeah, I think I would too. Tom asking Dan to set one in front of this yellow rock. Plenty of weight. I believe this is hotter than the shot that Brad just threw. And that's going right through the rings. Unfortunate shot there for Dan.
Yeah, you're not stealing this end the way you're set up now. You either got to throw a center or you got to go around the corner yourself.
Right.
Or split the house.
Yeah.
Just looking to draw in and sit 1-2.
Plenty of weight. Nicely done there from Brad. Got his guard up, got it on the rings. And Utica sitting 1 and 2. Plenty of room to draw in between them, and I think that's the attempt here for Dan. Again, front end thinking that this has plenty of weight. Sure looks like it does. This may all go through. This is going through. No, it wound up.
Just bounced.
Yeah.
Not sure who shot.
Tough to see from this angle who's 1 and 2.
Very
Certainly
tough.
the stone in the front might be shot rock.
I think that is the shot rock in front, yeah.
And we're going to know in a second here.
Got rocks all around the rim.
Yes, we do. 8-foot circle pretty much wide open. 4 foot for sure. And you're going to throw a center guard here.
Pat may think you're 1 and 2 here, so gives you some time to throw the center.
Sure. Nice weight here from Jan. Front end waiting for it to start a little bend. There it goes. Plenty of weight.
That may be coming in also.
Yep. Full 8 foot maybe. Right to the top of the 4 foot. Half in the 4 foot.
Might have left a little hit and roll here.
Interesting call here. Tom is calling for Paula to throw a freeze with hammer. Not sure about that.
Yeah, I think you want to move the stone somewhere.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, he's got room to make a nice little underneath hit with soft weight on this rock, but again, he may be playing to the strength of his player. It's apparent to me that she's a really good drop player.
Yep.
And that's a luxury, certainly. And he's got a perfect freeze coming here. Absolute perfect freeze.
That'd be a good angle. Look at that.
Dynamite shot. She gave him what he wanted. Yep. Little separation there. Pat will waste no time throwing a guard here.
Yep, a little short run back now for Schenectady.
No need to move. Yeah, no need to move any rocks around. Looking for guard weight here.
Sweeping to hold this out early. Keep it from over curling. Line looks really good. Just got to drag it a little farther.
Not quite.
Left a little opening.
Not quite.
Got
to come the other turn.
Can you get to it with the in-turn now?
Yeah, sure can. Ever so slightly underthrown there for Jan. leaving the door open for Schenectady to a little communication here for Paula and Tom. Should wonder what kind of weight. You got to throw it firm enough to not let it curl. That would be the.
Got to get to the nose.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah. Crossover hair would be okay.
Kind of looks like just nice control weight here.
It's out there though. Pushed it out. They're going to get this doubled backwards. Nope, went straight. Got to nose.
So a break there for Pat Costello.
Throw the guard the other way now.
Yep. And just plug it up. Pat Costello now with a chance to put himself in a good spot to steal. He can throw a center guard here. More of a line shot than a distance shot. You don't need to be on the rings here.
Yeah, not unless you got a good angle, because that
Could
short run back
yeah,
is just begging to be made.
Yeah, load the gun for him. Not giving himself much ice here.
I was going to say, that is not much ice for this
we
sheet.
lost a little bit of our curl here in our 4 o'clock draw. We had plenty of curl earlier in the day.
Oh, taking 5 feet of ice for this guard
Yeah.
earlier games.
This may over curl.
Yep, there she goes.
Corner freezes it on the outside. Won't be bad.
It's in a tough spot. That's in a tough spot.
There's still room to come through and make the shot. It's tight now, but
it's real tight. You got to hit everything you can see.
I think he's got to take a shot at it. He's got a good 6 inches on the left side of the rock to get by, 5 or 6. So if he makes contact with it anywhere, I think he's going to get it. Taking a run at it.
Got to hit it pretty fat. Can't hit a half a rock here. He's going to have to hit it pretty full, at least 2/3.
He makes this, he'll be sitting 1-2. I'll tell you what, there's a possibility of, it's still going to be only 1 and 2. There's a possibility of making the double here if he hits this rock. He could double that yellow one out in the back,
you
too.
could
go right over the top of the blue one.
Absolutely.
So Tom Lancaster. A little tricky shot here. Not a great deal of room. Right now he's on the blue one.
Got this one out again.
Laid it out there just a little.
And
now the run back is gone.
Is not there.
Nope.
Covered just enough of it. Now Pat can almost pass, but I think he'll throw another guard.
Yeah, the old you can throw again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guard attempt here in the third end. Last stone for Pat Costello. Line looks real good. Kind of an over and upper here. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Perfect spot.
Yep. So he's almost got to draw the pot on the other side. I think that's all he's got. That's not a danger Will Robinson type shot. Doesn't want to get cute and move that blue rock that's at the top of the forefoot.
Yeah, you can't really take the chance to angle raise your blue. You could take yourself out, and that would be rather embarrassing.
Indeed. It's a close game right now. If you drop a steal of 1 is not a real big deal here at this early stage of the game. Could try a draw. He can see the other way. If he comes the other way with his out turn,
I
he
think
can
the
get
out
a
turn
piece
is
of the
there.
button. You know, he's got to get it several inches of the button to steal the end.
Yep. Might be good to learn about that draw path. I
True.
mean, I think there's enough curl to maybe get there. There's a high guard in the way, or higher guard. I'm going to say it's real high. Can't hurt yourself with that shot for
Not
sure.
sure what he's doing. Is he trying to get through and chip the yellow one off?
I think so.
I think that's what he's trying. A real finesse shot
trying
here.
to come down and move that yellow back.
Just kind of back of the rings kind of weight. Heavy again. He left us out again, too.
This is more like board weight.
Yeah.
Be careful here. Don't.
Yikes, he chip himself out here.
Getting himself.
He might. He might. Oh, he got it. Oh, my goodness. No, he just popped him to the button.
Yep. Just the right weight to throw at that, though. You don't want to throw a bomb at that because you take yourself out. You're in deep dookie.
Yes, indeed.
Good attempt.
Yes, it was.
Steal of 1. Dangerous shot if you throw a lot of weight at that.
Oh, man. Chip yourself out and leave them sitting 3. All of a sudden, the steal of 1 looks like a marvel.
Good attempt, though. Almost made it. Just hit it just a little bit high. So 2-1 after 3. Schenectady with the Blue Rocks will have the last rock here in the 4th end.
First rock of the 4th end. Close game here. Utica 4 ahead 2-1 over Schenectady 2. The quarterfinal game being broadcast live from the Utica Curling Club. Takeout expert Faye Navratil. Been perfect on her takeouts so far. I don't want to jinx her.
Good solid weight there.
Yeah. Looks real good. Coming down now. Beautifully thrown. She's got her takeouts in her pocket today. Nicely thrown.
Snap up nice and hard.
Very nicely thrown. See if Donna Caleo can return the favor. Also looks like a nice throw. Coming back nicely. A real readable curl right there, huh?
Yep, and it's
you know, just beautifully thrown.
Quite a bit of curl with that weight.
Mm-hmm. Good foot. So now we've started a couple ends like this. The last end started like this as well.
Looks like a replay of the first end.
It does. A little softer weight this time.
End.
They may have to go And this rock will really come up hard if it's soft. He's got it. I'm not sure the shooter's staying, though. Nope. Came up real hard.
Just that much less
little
weight.
Softer weight, yeah, and it really buckled on her.
That's why the weight call from your sweepers is so important on that shot.
Yes, it is. We could tell from here it's a little easier up high like this to see the difference in speed of the rock. So we're starting over here. Starting over here in the fourth end. Brad Anderson, first rock of the fourth end. Just looking for a center guard. I don't mind this rock being top four. Nicely thrown. Whoop. Just acts like it keeps sliding.
Yes, over curling.
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you.
Dan Navratil with a come around attempt.
Weight's real close.
Line is really good.
Real good. If it's by, it's running out of steam. Going to be shot rock, not going to bury. Little rub off the yellow one, still staying on the top. Now, if you're Pat, do you draw here?
I think you're hitting.
Got to hit it.
Hitting the blue rock.
No step right there would be good.
Whoa, set that out.
Well, and he started in a couple different directions. That was if he does get back and get this, it'll be a miraculous shot because he was one direction, the other direction, and then he corrected it and made a good shot. Just chipped it over.
Just nicked it.
Yeah.
Now chance for
a little bit of a wonky slide there from Brad.
Chance for Schenectady to guard up or split the house.
This rock is going to go sideways if they don't sweep it. It's on the yellow one. Thank you.
You got to hold those out early.
Yep.
That turned the tables a little bit.
Yes, it did.
The good news, though, for Schenectady is they did roll to a corner guard. So now decision time for Pat. Yeah, he's got to sit two here.
Jan Rischel, fourth end. Her first stone.
Looking for a tap up here. Seems like a lot of weight. Looking to split these stones a bit to get them apart.
Good shot.
That helps.
Tough double. One and two. Mission accomplished out of that. No attempt at the double, which is really tough.
You could hit and roll under the corner here. It would set you up pretty nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Have to manage the curl on this line, though. He's taking a little extra ice here.
Paula with her first stone of the fourth end. Curling with a nice percentage at this point.
Look at this thing come back. It's not going to come back enough, but.
And it just floated by. No, that was not what Tom Lancaster had in mind for that shot from Paula. Pat basically getting a free shot at tapping this up again.
And sit 3, that'll be pretty good insurance against that rock under the corner guard.
This line looks super. This looks super.
Right on the noggin.
Right on the noggin. What a nice shot from Jan. That's a beauty. Very nicely thrown.
And they got some work to do.
Tom's not encouraging Paula to throw. He's had a couple chances to have her throw takeouts, and he's opted to have her stick with that kind of draw type weight.
Yeah, that rock on the top 8's kind of screaming to be removed.
Hit me, hit me.
Kill me, kill me. That's the dangerous rock.
Sure. But I'll tell you what, she's got a great line here. Super great line with this shot.
They're gonna lock
if it's
right
got
on
legs, they're going to love this. I don't know that it's got legs to outcount all of them, but it outcounted 2 of them.
It's in good position.
It's a great shot. So Tom very wisely playing to the strength of his third, Paula, in that scenario. Roger and I, you know, in our world, we're
running the double.
We're running the double all day, but again, she's got a really good draw hand, so he's playing to the strength. It's very important in this game to play to the strength of your players, and Tom's managing that very, very well right now. So good shot from Paula.
Yeah, you can't remove it.
So important, even at the level that we play on a league night and in the men's ladder in the Utica Curling Club, being able to manage your team well wins curling games at our level. It just does, you know. Took me a long time to understand that too. You know, the given shot, you should make a hit here, and you're going to throw the hit, and the person that you're asking to throw the hit doesn't quite have the skill to make an accurate shot there, and you're setting yourself up for a rough end. So you've got to find a way to finagle in this game at the level certainly that we play it at.
And that's why it's a dream to play with a team that can make any kind of shot.
So true.
So the
gift, you got it.
Team we're playing with out here, I don't have to worry about whether they can make a particular shot. You just put the broom down and
everyone's capable.
If you got the ice right, they can make it.
Oh boy, this may overcurl on him here. He's going to chip his yellow one out and roll over, I believe. And he froze the blue rock.
Yikes!
That was not a good outcome there for Pat.
He wanted to hit that yellow rock high side and get rid of the blue.
Yeah.
And he wound up spinning the Schenectady stone right on the shot rock, and I think you can just pound that now.
You gotta. You gotta do it now, or Pat's going to guard it, right?
Right. And I think you want to hit it and roll away for a second rock.
Agreed.
Split the house. I mean, the blue's going nowhere. It's stuck on the yellow.
Yeah, nose is not a great scenario because then Pat can come down. He's still going to be playing for 2, however.
The trouble is if you don't get quite nose and you wind up angled here, then it'll be an easy double.
Yeah, I think you'd love to roll underneath these blue ones or the other way, either or.
You know, like hitting 2/3 and maybe rolling one under, partly under the corners.
Yep. Got 2 ways of making this. 3 if you consider the nose.
Bring in some weight. Is it going to curl up? Yeah, it's coming right in. Just got to keep the shooter around, that's all. And this is going to It's going to be fine.
It's a great shot.
Look at that, rolled onto the
Beautiful
corner. And that's
throw.
exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
You want to split the house with that hit.
That's a great shot. Best outcome there was. Tough double. They're side by side. They're level.
I think Pat's got to try to roll onto the yellow stone. He's looking at the rolling this way. What do you think about rolling under the Yellowstone? Can we get underneath here? I mean, it's still going to have a run double, but it's a lot better than leaving a meatball, right?
Yep. The run doubles for 4, unfortunately, Roger. The run doubles for 4, no, for 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just
the run doubles for 3.
Well, he's running your stone, though.
Yep. If you could hit this rock correct, he might even slide behind.
Yep. Maybe even for shot.
Yes,
behind.
Exactly. It's very possible.
So that would be a little ugly to deal with. Yep. Don't mind that. Hanging. Here it comes. Going to get a piece.
Shooter's going bye-bye.
Yeah, needed to hit a half a rock there at least. Draw for 2.
Draw for 2 or a wonky double over here for 3.
Can he hit that and sit 3?
I think he can. Sure he can.
That's,
the striking rock is above the hitter, right?
Yeah, I think he'll be out count this one, right?
Yeah.
That's so just
boom,
a nose hit for 3.
Yep.
Yeah, to stick around on that last shot.
He doesn't even have to throw the double. You're right. He can beak this one that's almost on the 8-foot here, as Roger just showed you, and he's going to get 3 out of this. So first real blemish of the game possible here for Tom Lancaster with his hammerstone in the 4th end.
Coming inside out here, though. Ooh, this would be. Don't know what this is going to do. This could curl quite hard.
Yeah, he almost needs to throw with that broom, kind of control-y, board up, certainly.
You better be a little firm, I think.
Yeah.
It should go.
Got to go.
As soon as that crosses center, it's going to bolt. It's all
And
over
it really didn't curl up hard for him,
It's all over it.
Yeah, it's just right, and he's going to roll
Gonna
right
go
in.
right onto his own.
Sweet shot. Very nice.
3.
Very nice shot from Tom Lancaster.
So Schenectady with that takes a 2-point lead. They now lead 4-2 after 4 innings of play. We're halfway home. Utica with the Yellowstones will have the last rock here in the 5th end. Looks like a replay of the last 3 ends.
Little tight line here. I don't know.
Donna calling him on right away.
Yep. And it was good to get it started. It may have overcrossed. She fired it pretty hard.
They held it out.
Yep, nicely thrown.
Everybody's getting spooked by the curl. I mean, it does come up hard.
Sure.
We were watching peel weight shots today curl up on sheet 4.
Donna firmed that up nicely. So again, we've seen 3 ends in this game thus far start the same way.
An exchange of hits up the middle.
Yep.
Though Utica really can't afford to do this too long. They're down 2.
And again, started early with a sweep.
Yep.
Nicely read, nicely thrown.
And now both teams really firming up those takeouts to hold them a little better. So Dan fired that one.
Yes, he did. We'll see if Brad can follow suit here. Needs to throw nice, almost normal weight here. You know, there's no trying to finesse this one.
We'd like to roll to a different spot, though. They've got this one figured out. If you're trading hits, you always want to roll somewhere different.
Yeah. He looks like he's all over it.
A little bit softer weight than the rest, but it's a little wide. They're coming back.
Coming over nice.
Yep. With that weight, and this should roll to us. Not really. Same spot. Maybe you should have swept that.
Go and keep on nudging it over a little bit.
Yeah, Brad gave us a little signal. He wanted that to roll away a little bit. Probably should have swept it a hair.
A little narrower line here this time. We'll see what this one does. This one could really buckle on them. They were on it early. And we're going to get pretty much just off. No, it's going to roll to the center.
And now a new spot.
New spot for the takeout game here in the 5th end.
Puts you in a tough spot here. I mean, to keep trading hits, hard to get your deuce here. I just wonder if you can ever get one of these stones to be on a spot that's not terribly threatening. This one's only top 8. Is you go ahead and throw the corner guard.
Mm-hmm. Come the other turn. Let's see what we get here.
What you'd love to do is hit and roll the wings, let them hit out there, then throw your corner.
Right. And this looks like it's running very true.
Got to go hard to get a piece of this one. And maybe they can get a roll to the wings here. There we go.
Right off
if this hangs on the rings, that'll be
that's a
golden.
Great shot. That's
there
a beautiful
we go.
shot from Brad. Just touching the 8-foot circle out here.
Yeah, you'll be able to throw a corner or a freeze if they hit this one and stay out there.
This is going to be a rarity thus far in this curling game for Paula Lancaster. She has been throwing freezes and draws, and she's going to get to showcase her takeout game right now, as that's what she's being asked to do by
she's
Tom.
Got to hit it.
On it early. And it's really coming hard.
Yeah, it's just
really coming up
too
hard.
light for the amount of curl here.
Yeah. Going right by. That was unfortunate for Paula. Just a little soft. The rock really curled. May have been a tad inside, but really curled up hard. Pat will go for the force here and try and split the house. Could go center here too.
Well, he's actually got he's got last rock this end, so he's looking to set up his deuce.
That's right. That's right.
Got a couple choices here. You could guard that rock on the left-hand side. That's right at T line.
I missed the memo that he's got the hammer here.
Or he could be splitting the house, either one.
Mm-hmm.
With your thirds, I don't mind splitting this late in the game.
They're going to have to go really hard to get this rock on the rings. It's not getting there. Not happening. Unfortunate there for Jan.
We'll get a corner out of it.
Yeah.
So not all bad, but kind of a cardinal sin.
And he just switched up the takeout game back to her freeze game.
Yep.
All right, good idea here.
Well, a made freeze would be better than a missed takeout for sure.
Yes. Even if it's in front of it.
Right.
On the rings is okay. This seems to be her game. She's had a lovely draw game at this point.
It's going to overcurl.
This is buckling as well. Just down weight a little bit. They're holding it. It might be okay if they come off it now. It's not going to out-count it. It's on the rings.
Overcurl.
Yeah. Does make the yellow rock vulnerable to a hit.
Yep. I'd ignore it and go around this corner.
Yep.
Set 1-2. Get one buried.
Yep.
You can put 3 in play now. Main thing here is you got to be there. You can't be light on this one.
They're working it again.
Maybe a little wide too. Just don't know if they get this there, if it'll get underneath.
I think this one's got better weight though. This is a plenty of weight. This is going in the back of the rings. Back 4.
Got it almost edge on edge.
Yep.
Now decision time for Tom. Do you freeze or hit this one?
Play a little aggressive here up 2. He's going to freeze.
Little discussion with the front end here.
Make sure everybody's on. Always good to have everybody on board.
Yeah, weren't sure if they're freezing or hitting. Tom definitely wants to play the freeze.
Giving himself about 3 feet ice. Shade more. A lot of weight.
And you lock this on, it's pretty good.
This one's not curling yet. Still on the left. It's still a foot from the center line. He flashed it.
Too much weight.
Yeah, he flashed it.
Yep, that was hack weight.
Oh boy, he's letting Pat right back in the ball game here.
Now the Christmas tree that one on the
hack weight. Oof.
Yep. Throw the old Christmas tree here. There you go. There's where you want it.
Yeah, that was not what he wanted to do.
Yep, top 8 Christmas tree.
Pat Costello with a chance to get right back in after dropping 3. He's going to put an end together here that certainly is indicative of a good end here.
Could get his 3 right back here with a well-placed stone here.
Yep.
And put a ton of pressure on Tom Lancaster to make a really good one with his last.
First skip rock from Pat Costello in the 5th end. B quarterfinals. A semis tonight, 8:30. We'll have that for you live.
Ooh, this is hanging out.
And heavy.
Ooh, going to leave a pocket. Sweep that one back, I would think. Oh, boy.
Ouch. Big smile from
Get out of jail free
Tom.
card for Tom Lancaster
that's
here.
That's exactly what this is. He's got to make a shot, but this is a get out of jail free for sure.
Got himself a pocket on the back 4.
Could just tap shot rock 2 inches and just flop right between the two of them. And
or just sitting at
Pat's
crotch.
playing
like,
for 1, yeah.
Good luck.
Yep. Pat could get a hard one
tight.
if he freezes.
He's really tight here. But he's got some weight. Tom being very emphatic not to sweep.
Don't know.
Don't want to bounce here.
I don't know what he's got here.
Going to be shot rock. But it's vulnerable. This could be 4.
Yep.
Moved the backing just enough.
3 anyway.
You got to come down here with back 12 weight.
True. To get 4. You can almost crotch hit those 2 and get 3.
Yep.
You know.
But if you throw back 12 weight, you can keep your shooter, I think.
Certainly with that broom, it looks like that's what he'd be throwing here.
You get 2 for sure if you just move it. If you can move it 2 feet, you'll get 3. If you can move it 3 feet, you'll get 4.
Big break here. Tom was emphatic about not sweeping. I think if you swept and hit the shot rock on the note, you'd have been in better shape because that rock would be in the center.
Right.
Let's see what Pat's got here.
Got back 12 weight this year.
Kind of looks that way.
This looks really good.
He said sweep it. Got to go. Got to go.
Just want to hit a corner of this blue.
Got to go. Now up.
This is looking golden.
Now up. This is a beautiful shot right here. That's curling shot from a curling guy.
And there's your 4.
Yeah, beautiful throw.
Give up 3, get 4. That's a +1.
Yeah. Very nicely thrown. Wow.
So Utica barges back into lead. They're now up 2, 6-4.
Wow.
Kind of manufacture that from nowhere.
Yeah. At second stones, I would have never guessed that was going to be a 4.
Yeah, a couple missed takeouts and freezes, a couple bounces, and goes the other way.
We have a ceremonial broom stack on sheet 5 between Utica 9 and Utica 8. On to the 6th end. Just off center with Donna's guard attempt. Faye looking to draw here. Shout out to Bill Krause out there watching at home. That was a nice comeback. Strange end. Just didn't look like it was going to be manufactured into a big end for Pat Costello. And like Roger said, a couple misses, a couple shots can really change the complexion of an end and really put you in the driver's seat if you can execute at that point. Back 8-foot draw there by Faye. Donna Kaleo looking to draw top 4, if we can get there. This is the swingy side now. This is really going to go sideways here. Plenty of weight. May over curl.
Bit hot.
It's going over curl. It's going right by the blue one. Going right by it. Wow. Wow. Might have stayed right with the sweep to just chip the blue one off too, but
yeah, if you know it's heavy,
gave up on it, you know.
If you know it's heavy, you got to go for the backer.
Yep, gave up on it.
Now a chance for Faye to come around and sit 2. This one's got plenty of weight also.
Really curling hard though. Thereby started to make a big move. It's going to come right out in the open.
Yeah, come out the backside.
Yeah, about the same path that Donna's rock was on. So behind the tee line, sitting 2, but never good to be back there.
I like playing that same in-turn draw. You got jammers in the back. Yeah, Brad wants the other turn. I think I agree with him. Same path they've been coming around. Yep.
Certainly.
That way, if you're exposed, you at least have the rocks in the back to act as a catcher.
Sure.
If you come the other way, there won't be any catchers if you're partially buried. So
and this is a very readable spot on the ice too.
Been very predictable.
Yep.
And this one doesn't look soft either. And have to go hard to get this by the guard. And it's going to be on the backers. This one will be on the backers, though.
Yep.
Look at the curl in there. It's going to hit the, going to over curl out the backside.
And then freeze on the other one.
Yep.
So it took that rock. It took both of those rocks completely out of play.
Right. And you don't have last rock. That's always good to see.
For sure.
A stone they can't remove out counting the opposition rocks.
It's an end changer.
Now you can start over.
Right.
Those rocks in the back of the house generally aren't a big threat, but they do count if you don't outcount them.
All of a sudden there's a,
yeah.
uh-oh.
Yep.
They're sitting 4. Uh-oh. This has got a lot of pace on it too. And I think this is going to be what we know as in curling as a field goal.
Yeah, all of a sudden everybody's got the case of the heavies
Well,
here.
isn't that something? Wow. After dialing draw weight early, everybody's struggling here right now. Unfortunate miss there for Dan, opening up the door for Pat to.
Of course, last end, the front end was doing nothing but hits, so they haven't thrown a draw on at least an end,
Yep.
right? And I think almost every end for them has started with an exchange of hits. So
strange game.
Now a chance to get the jump. Getting around top 4. And
a lot of weight.
This one looks like it's another heavy rock.
This one's heading for the uprights too. This may go curl and get a
trying
piece.
To dig
it's
in.
trying to dig. Actually, it's going to freeze right on it, I believe. It's in a good spot. Unfortunate to be behind the tee line, but
yeah, back button is on.
1 and 2. Still forcing Schenectady to make a shot.
Not an easy rock to remove, to be honest.
No, it's not. Got to get to the nose, cross it over.
Yeah, got to be careful.
There's a real tight line here. He's on the guard this time. May run it back, though, if it curls enough. Just stayed outside the head, the top side a little bit there.
That was a no-helper.
Nope. Now you go top 4 here if you're Pat, I think.
Top 4, top 8, yeah.
Yep.
Got to cut off this out-turn draw path. There'll still be an in-turn draw path. We know there's a ton of curl on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any protection for that yellow rock. Maybe you freeze on the pin.
Jan Rischel now here in the 6th end. Nice pace to the game. Got to drop this one now. Good shot. Like that a little tighter to the rings, but it's in a good spot.
Tell you what, though, they can tap this back from either turn.
Mm-hmm. You got to have that tight. You got to have that in, you know, 12, 8 foot. If top 4 there is sweet. Cutting the rings down. Paula now looking to draw. Like a heavy draw just to get this yellow rock removed. Plenty of room so far. I don't know about the weight.
There it goes.
And here it goes.
And this is a pip.
Sweet shot here. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beautiful curling shot. Wow. I want her throwing draws.
Yep.
Very nice, Paula. Very nice. Left the door open there, and they passed through it. Very beautiful shot.
Now Pat's got to freeze to stop the bleeding.
Yes, indeed. It's on a good line. It's on a line that curls well, too, the right weight. The line's real good. Here it comes. Got to go. Go.
Going sideways, huh?
Yeah.
Good spot.
Absolutely. Good throw there from Jan. She's going to feel better about that one, having left her first one a little short.
Still get to.
Oh yeah.
Still get second rock with the outturn draw. I'm not sure I guard that. Not much risk.
Nope.
What are they going to do with that yellow rock?
Looking to guard up here is Tom Lancaster. Pat going to attempt to come freeze down on blue stone here. God, he might be able to, I don't know. You know what? He might be able to just, if it gets by that yellow guard, and he might be able to chip that off of the button and sit one.
You might be able to jiggle it back a bit.
You know, just move it. So it's right on the button.
I think with the lead here, I'd be happy just to be frozen on the top.
Agreed.
And I don't think Schenectady gets more than one.
Get greedy here, right?
Whoa. It's got a lot of curling to do.
Not going to get there. Weight was really, really good. It just didn't go over. So the draw path still open there for Tom. Yep. Why not? Door open for his deuce.
Yeah, I think you can draw for a second shot easily here. Plenty of room.
The good news for Pat, if he locks one on his own stone here, he's got an in-off on his own, the rock he just threw.
True.
That would be the angle to get those blue rocks off of the pot. So we'll see what Tom does here and what he leaves Pat.
Yeah, it's about a half rock double to get the blue one right off the pin.
Mm-hmm. Big shot here, 6th end. First skip stone for Tom Lancaster. Skip for Schenectady 2. Anyway, you got to tick off the yellow one now. Can't miss the yellow one or it's heavy. That's perfect. Perfect shot.
Can't see a lot of that blue for the double.
Nope.
You can get rid of one blue. So how much weight can you throw at this?
Mm-hmm. This is a tough shot here.
You'd like to be able to throw a board. You can probably get them both out, but I'm not sure you got enough curl.
You know, a deuce, giving up a deuce here is not bad for Pat. He could almost fire this and smack those crotch hit between the yellow one and the blue one, lose the blue that shot rock, and leave his rock sitting right there.
Yeah.
That's not a bad out.
If you can get to the blue rock,
yep.
If you just corner it, I think you'll spin it off. I think you'll be sitting 4.
Wow.
5. You'll sit 5. The rock will catch on the yellow on the right-hand side, but it's really delicate.
It's tight, too. It's tight. Oh, this is a tight line that got to go. Got to go.
Waited too late.
Waited too long.
It wasn't a lot of weight either.
Doink.
Chance to draw for 3.
I'm not sure he's got enough of the forefoot to do it with that yellow rock behind those two.
Can he get to?
I don't know.
Can he get to shot rock instead enough? Got to curl all the way around, right? You got to get all the way around to shot rock. You can't draw on the top red.
That's his only way, I believe, of getting 3. Paula pointing that out, that if he can freeze to the rock to our right,
he's probably going to right here.
Right, that's right. Then he gets his 3.
There's no risk here.
No.
Very little risk. I mean, there's plenty of room around this guard. There's a ton of curl.
Yep.
You just want to get to here. And quite frankly, if you threw back 4 weight and just noodled the yellow rock back, that might just be a little extra insurance. But
yep.
I think you can come right to a shot stone.
Just don't want to fire it and double yourself out.
No, you got 2 in the bag already. I think just T-line weight here. Make sure it over curls off of second rock. Big shot here for Tom Lancaster. Last rock, 6th end. Chance for 3. It's not wide. The question is, how's the weight? Got to get it by.
Got to go. Got to go for weight. Got to go. Got to go hard. Maybe.
They might have left it too long.
Maybe they left it too long. Not happening.
Had to go for weight.
Oh boy,
2 blue. That was a nice
throw.
throw.
It was a nice throw. Front end didn't quite pick up on the weight on that one, unfortunately. So It's Tom Lancaster got his deuce and tied this game up. We got a 2-end game. Entertaining game, certainly.
On the back and forth.
Yep.
Now we're all tied at 6 after 6 ends of play. Pat Costello and his Utica rink will have the last rock advantage in this end, playing Yellow Rocks.
The 7th end, right at you. Tie game, 6-6. Very exciting game. Always like when we're calling these games and they wind up being nip-tuck games. They're fun to watch, fun to call. More fun to play in, certainly, for the players. Pat going to get aggressive and draw right around here. Got a corner, might as well use it. Didn't get by.
Don't mind Newland over for a corner, though. That's okay.
Nope, sure. Nothing on the rings.
Would have preferred to roll your shooter a little further, but you did move their center guard over.
A little tight there from Fay.
Yeah, on the guard already.
Yeah. That one's going to slide onto the rings, I believe. And
just
not
short.
quite. Yep,
just
just
short.
short. Yep.
And you got to move that yellow stone of yours. Need to raise that on the rings and roll to a corner guard.
Yep.
So hit that little bad boy, move it on the rings, and run your shooter over there.
Ideal scenario for this shot. Donna Kaleo throwing the stone.
It looked good initially. It's starting to curl.
Line's still okay.
It's going to get to the nose almost.
A lot of weight. Might take it right through. Right to the back 12. So Costello has a counter back there. Plenty of room for Dan to draw. Put Schenectady in a really good spot to steal here. A lot of weight. Going to come right to the backer, I believe. Maybe not quite. Nope. Shot rock, back of the button,
Yep.
back of the
Back four.
back 4.
Now you almost got to open this up at this point.
Agreed.
There's a little port. You could try to navigate that port, but I think you need to get rid of some guards
A
here.
little cleanup time.
Pat looking to peel this yellow into shot stone.
Line's getting better. Nope, gonna
straight peel.
Yep. Sent it right off the rings, but opened it up nicely.
Opens things up.
Yep. Good shot there from Brad.
Well, the guard will go up now.
Think you'd like to Christmas tree these?
That'd be ideal.
And it looks like he's got a great looking shot here. If it's not heavy, it's an outstanding shot. And that's a beauty.
Got to run it. Two ways to make this. You can do nose, or you can run this over the top. Kind of like going over the top, then it doesn't junk up the middle anymore.
Yep. Oh, he chucked it out.
He got that out a bit.
He did. That's going right by everything.
Right on the release.
Just as soon as he, yep, you're right. Gave it a little shove right when he let it go. So that's a tough miss there for Team Costello.
Danger now.
Junk it up now if you're Dan. Yep. Tom, sorry. Playing right into Paula's wheelhouse here. This is her kind of shot.
You could even go right around here.
Yes, you could. And Christmas tree him that way.
Get right behind the center guard, top four. I think you'd be
in business. This may open it up. It did. Nope, not quite.
Made the run harder.
Yep. You know, can you bash both of those? Like you're going to throw it right in between them and just hit them both and just slide one right in there?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I think our other camera froze now, so I'll have to do a little reboot here. Do that after this shot.
This may go right in between the two. May go right in between them. Oh, that's a great shot.
He's got the wiggle shot.
That's a great shot. Wow.
The old wiggle shot.
Jan's going to feel really good about that one.
Yep.
And the beauty of that shot, Jan, is that it's on archive. So you can go back and watch that as many times as you want. Wow.
Shot rock.
Great shot. Wow. What an end chain. A fantastic shot. We thought that could happen. I did point out a moment before that could be a possibility of jiggling both of those rocks away and sliding right to the promised land, and in fact it did. Now looking for a freeze here from Paula. Exciting curling game. Wow. Couldn't ask for a more slice of drama for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. Overswept it a little bit, huh? Just overswept it. Just a little too far. I'd like to left that on top side of the 4 foot. Interesting 4 foot circle here right now. Pat looking to come right down to, you don't want to leave a double here. Corner freeze on your own is not great here. This is going to get right to the nose of Shot Rock, I believe. That overcurled it, kind of slid it right into the pile. So you left an out here for Tom.
Yep, you can draw right to the pin.
Yep.
We'll pause for a second here. We'll reboot and get our screen back up to speed.
Our out-of-towners and friends from the north.
And now we got our house camera back online.
Big chance here for the end was unfolding nicely for Costello, and now Tom Lancaster can put a little damper in the action here if he can find a way to the button here. And this is also over curling. He may land it in the crotch of these two yellows, though. Yep, he did. It's a good shot. Pat's still sitting 1.
Close. Yep, Pat's still sitting 1, so he's got the button open.
Got to freeze right on his own rock here, doesn't he?
I think so. I mean,
think so too.
You could be a little short.
So big shot here coming from Pat Costello. He needs, I'm thinking that's right where I want the rock, right on the button.
Yep.
Right on the pot. You got to freeze to your own rock here.
You could be here.
Could be there too.
That would work. This one's not going too far.
Correct.
As long as you protect the outer half.
And it gives Tom a real difficult shot with his last shot if you do the ladder mentioned, the freeze. Yep. Even if you corner freeze on the blue one, I'm not sure what Tom has.
Yeah, if you're right here, I don't think he has much. It's hard to get a piece of the button. Right. I mean, you could come around here.
Yeah.
But you could lock this right on the pin. I don't see that it goes away.
Yep. Big shot here. Cat and mouse game at this point. Seesaw battle.
Got to get the weight perfect here. The sweeper's got to be careful with their weight call. You can't bounce. You need to be locked on that top blue or locked right on the button. You don't want to move any of those backers.
Coming in real nice.
Here it comes.
It's perfect.
Now the question is, how much weight? You want to lock it right in there.
Left it short.
Lock it right in there.
Left it short.
And that's not a, don't think it's a terrible spot.
No.
Sweepers needed to pound that. I think they could have got that there. Not easy to get to the button on the right-hand side. This draw is very difficult, but I do believe you can tap this stone up easily.
Yep.
That's the shot.
Oh yeah, that'd be a disaster for Costello and a big
back 4 weight. That should go right on top.
Just pile it right there, looking right at it too. The boot right there.
Question is, can he get there? So there is a guard in the way, in which we can't see from our near-house view. So the question is, can he get around this? So the trouble is, the only way you can get there, I think, is to come inside out.
Oh, yeah. Come around the...
Can you go outside in is the question.
Sure.
So which way can you go with this?
That's what he's going for.
I think you got to go outside in. Outside in is probably easier. I think you can get there the other way, though.
No.
This is safer. You're pushing the rock back into the pile from the outside in.
Yeah, as opposed to having to
push it away from the pile.
Push it away and nudge it off the yellow one. It becomes much more complicated, I think. That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Well, critical shot here. Pat Costello sitting 1, back button. Blue rock sitting right above him. It can be nudged in for shot.
This is coming over nice. Got to get it by the guard. Got to get it by the guard. Oh, my goodness. This is going to work out great. Watch this shot. Watch this outcome. Boom,
and
boom.
There you go.
I don't know who shot.
Blue should be shot, I think.
That's a great throw. Now, Pat can get this.
Blue shot rock. Well, you can return the favor.
True.
Now you got to bump this one up.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then this one goes back in here, and you might sit 2.
I think you're right.
Little tit for tat.
Yep. Wow. Nice shot there from a beautiful shot.
Yeah, this yellow rock's not moving. You could even bring some weight at this if you nut it. Right?
Yep.
You hit a half a rock and just nut that.
The yellow rock that's second stone right now is going nowhere.
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 So you would be sitting here. This thing is going to go back to there.
Yep.
Shooter rolls away. You'll be sitting 2. I don't think this back rock's not going anywhere.
That back rock's, the second stone's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No way. And you're going to be striking it on the left side of it, too, to even force it right into that stone that's behind it.
Interesting little arrangement of rocks here in the 4-foot. Got to know your angles here.
Pat's either going to be up 2 or up, I'm sorry, yeah, up. He could be up 2 with no hammer or down 1 with hammer.
You almost want to hit this
as
thin as you can, right?
Yeah, a little high.
I think a skinny half would work really nice.
Got to go, go, go. Got to go, go, go. Got to go, go, go. Got to go.
Better go. We got to hit this on the high side.
Guys.
Got to hit this on the high side.
Oh, my goodness. He spun it out, and he got his deuce the hard way. Oh, my goodness.
They needed to sweep that early.
Woof, he got his deuce anyhow. So
made that very hard.
Wow. Did it the hard way.
Yep.
Holy moly. That was the hard way. We didn't see that coming. But
not that way.
Did get a deuce. Take an 8-6 lead.
So that was an important deuce by Pat Costello. Now up 2, coming home in the 8th end.
Sure was.
A little more comfort than being up 1.
Yep. Nice shot here from Donna. Nice center guard. Five feet or so outside the rings. Tom's going right in with face first shot.
Got to steal 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure that putting up your corners is you got to put your corners.
Got to make 2 here.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to get 2 here in the middle.
Yep.
putting up one corner.
This may came right out the other side, too. Yep, came right out into the open.
Go ahead and chase that. No reason not to.
Yep.
Wide open.
I'm not sure I wouldn't hit this, but
You can take your own guard out if you miss it.
sure.
Long way to go in the end. What you don't want to do here is miss the whole ball of wax. Coming in nice.
Oh, it lost the handle. And now it picked.
Not much rotation to start with.
Nope. Not in a bad spot, however.
Makes the end a little messier, though.
This is
Rocks in play.
That's why I got to believe you're hitting there, but well, game on. It's by. No, a little nudge. We're hitting now.
You got to run them, yeah. Better start running some blue stones.
Just off nose, you get them both, huh?
Yep, there's a double there.
I don't know if you can get a nose hit, but if you hit it here, sit right here, that's not the end of the world. You want to push this one through, though.
2/3 to get a double, I think.
Yes, you do.
Well, not with that ice.
Nope.
A little bit lighter weight, I think. Ooh.
Uh-oh. He threw it out again. Sorry, chum. Going by everything. Oh, boy.
Got to play that one tight.
Yep. Trouble brewing here for Costello. Sitting 1 and 2 is Tom Lancaster.
And they may be reduced to tapping up their yellow to cut things down for the win. Need to hold Schenectady to 1 here.
It's certainly, I think you're going to be trying this after this one. Perfect guard coming here from Dan. Over and up. Very nicely thrown. Pat going to be forced to
And it's hard to
tap this yellow
you
rock.
got to
up.
tap it because the peel goes right into your own rock.
True. Oh boy. Then the floodgates are open.
Yeah, going to tap this one up onto shot rock, or at least tuck it underneath. Just really throwing T-line weight here, right?
That's it.
T-line
Just-
no more than back 4.
Nope. Just God forbid you can doink this in between those two blue ones and lock it right on shot rock.
If you freeze it on shot rock, you're in good shape, I think.
Yep.
Pat Costello. Brad Anderson throwing his second stone, looking to throw a saver here. Needs to tap this onto shot stone.
Plenty of weight.
It's over curling.
Plenty of weight too. My goodness.
Might be too much weight.
He's going to pop it right by the back 4.
The question is, will it sit around for
Oh,
second
it
rock?
did.
It does. It bit.
That's a godsend for Costello.
bit.
That's a godsend.
Not out of the woods yet.
Nope.
Could probably tap that yellow up again.
Oh yeah. I almost think I would take this raise away. Well, he needs 2, right? He's sitting 1.
Yeah, if Pat could ever tap this onto the 4 foot above the shot rock, then
Yeah, this is kind of a
in
setup
good shape.
shot here. I'm not so sure I wouldn't be taking this yellow tap up away from him. Nice throw. A great shot.
Gonna roll just too far.
Just out, yep.
And it made the tap up a little easier. Moved
Sure
shot stone
did.
over.
Yes, it did. Same shot.
I think you got to move that yellow up again.
I do too.
The danger is, of course, you open everything up and the stone in the back four is exposed. But I almost think if you hit it too high, it's still going to run in for second shot. That's really all you need here.
I think what he's afraid too, if he comes and makes the tap, if he doesn't make the taps and hits it on the outside, he's going to open up his saver stone in the back here, right?
Yeah, he's got to get around to hit almost all he can see. Might be saving that for a skip rock. Could have Jan here just come around the outturn side. Now he's coming back to look at the tap.
Yeah.
I like the tap. I think that's the...
I do too. And even if she's a little heavy and taps it into the blue rock.
And spins it over.
Spins it right back and no harm done, right?
Right. You're relying on a rock behind T line being your saver. And
that's danger.
You want to have one above T.
If she can get to the just off nose and pop this back to the button, they're going to be in business.
This one's really heavy.
Red, where are you?
Well, this is looking great. This is looking really good.
Oh, this is a superb shot.
Yeah, and there you go. There's your game saver.
Jan Rischel. Jan Rischel's in the house, folks.
And rolled for a guard.
Oh, my God. What does he do now? That is just money. That's a money curling shot. Wow.
Those are two peaches and two ends.
My goodness.
For Jan Rischel.
Yes, it was. I'm not sure what you do here if you're Tom.
Well, you're now looking at unlocking some rocks.
Yep.
Right? You have to unlock the rocks now. You're going to have to move the blue off the back button.
Yeah.
And looking at this double run.
Nose, 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 nose.
Yeah, unlock things.
Nose, nose, nose. It's going to get rid of the yellow saver in the back if she can make full contact. And Paula, this is not her forte as far as what we've seen. She'd much rather be drawn, but here is where you're...
He threw this out wide.
Yes, she did. This is going right by everything and maybe a field goal. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's unfortunate for her. She's had such a sound game, too. And Pat, junk it up now. I can take this raise away, I guess.
Can just pass.
You go again. What they're going
to do is they may try to run this rock off the right-hand side here.
Yeah.
So what if you get rid of this stone? Then at least you open up a draw path, right? Because blue is shot, I think. I just wonder if they guard that tap or guard the peel on their yellow stone.
Yeah, because I think you can make a double with that yellow stone.
You can.
That's on the R and L of curling.
Yep. You could run the yellow into the yellow and split them out.
Jan Rischel giving Pat exactly what he wanted here.
So they're guarding the double run.
And it's perfect for that. Perfect.
And there's no more double run there.
Nope.
Now they got to look at running the yellow in. So now we're looking at desperation shots. You can run this yellow in.
Boom, boom.
Right. I don't know how far you can get everything to go, but you need to move this yellow off the pin to even have a chance.
Dan is pointing out to Tom here right now. Don't need big weight to do this shot either.
You know, and even if you run this stone off, let's say you hit and roll inside and run this stone off this way, now you opened up the draw path.
Right, you're going to force them to throw another shot here. Still, it doesn't do anything. You really got to you're only going to get one or two chances to get this yellow rock off of the blue one.
And if you get it even if you clear a path here, you still got to get a piece of the button to score. The scoring area is like 6 inches wide now at this point.
Right, if that.
Got to out-count that yellow on the top button. Another possibility looking at is the yellow-blue combo. It runs right onto the Yellowstone and moves some things around.
Looks like that's what he's throwing. Going to leave that one for himself if
so
it's
you
still
hit
available.
This, you might get a little funky business here.
Yeah, and just run it into the pile.
And it goes out that way. This could be interesting. Just want to nut that Yellowstone right on the nose.
Threw a good weight at it.
It's a better throw. This is right
nice
on the
throw.
money.
Nice throw here.
Okay, and that's going to run the blue right onto the yellow.
Didn't
now,
do
now
much.
You got a blue stone to run in now.
Now you got a blue stone to run in. Yep.
That's a lot better. Now you don't have to double it out. You just need to stick it.
He is down 2.
Most importantly, Schenectady is sitting, what, 3rd and 4th? No, 4th and 5th, right?
Yeah,
1, 2,
4th
3.
and 5th.
You got-
Utica's 1 and 2 and 3.
You got to get the one off the back 4. That's the one that's killing you.
She made a great shot, did Paula?
How about running the blue in? You can run this blue in. All right, so let's
Pat
queue
Costello's
up.
first yellow rock here. Yellow's throwing.
Yellow's throwing. So what do they need to protect against? You can run this blue in. Schenectady's throwing.
Correct. You got to come around
Right.
this blue one. You got to come around this blue one if you're Pat. Right,
Come in here?
right there.
Yep.
Yep, I think. Don't you think?
I like that.
Yep. And with the broom that he's set for himself, that certainly is appears what he's throwing. Air on the side of short. Bro side miss would be short and just take this blue right run back, tap up, out of the equation. And here we go.
You don't want to let this over curl.
Which it's doing. And load the gun for him. Actually, it's got to keep going. Keep going. And
That's
it actually
better.
worked out fine.
That's pretty good.
Things really getting sticky for Tom here. I'm not sure what he's got.
Oh, you got to run this height. They run this
Blue,
corner
blue.
guard, the blue corner guard.
Yeah, blue, blue. Boom, boom.
You got to run it onto the blue, and you're hoping you'll get this rock on the back 4. That's the one you got to move. So if you run the blue into the yellow, you're hoping is this will clip that rock out.
Right.
It gives you a chance. I don't know how far the yellow rock is going to go. Probably not very far.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to run it again. Kind of give yourself a chance here. I think that's the only one.
Just off nose. Right on the handle. Boom, right there. Yep.
Tough shot here. We got to move 5 stones. First rock, last end here for Tom Lancaster.
He knows what he's doing. He fired it.
Pure weight.
No,
Gliding
it's
out.
right on the hide side. It's going to move some rocks around, however. Wow.
Ooh.
He almost did it the hard way. Thought Pat Costello was going to have a coronary if he ran it in there. Oh, my goodness. That would have got it off of there, too. Holy smoke. Got to put it back. Can't take them both away. This one, this blue rock that's up on the top of the 12-foot in the R of curling is tighter to the, it's going to be an easier shot for him, I think.
I think I'd be more worried about the...
got to cover up this one here in the 8-foot, right?
The one that's wide open. I think you got to cover that one up. I'm not sure.
It's not a great deal of room. It's edge on edge with the guards. So he's got to hit what he can see of it, right? No, I guess he can. He's got a couple ways in here, so.
I'm not sure he can spin that yellow off far enough, though. I just wonder if this, I don't know, this blue rays on the outside looks like the winner. That one will knock the yellow stone off the pin.
Correct.
This is the shot I'd be afraid of.
Yep, that's why I thought about covering that one up. Well, here we go. Pat Costello looking to guard up here. Kingdom for a guard, as they say in curling. Line's perfect.
And then come up anytime now.
Yep. Perfect shot.
All right, so now Tom's got to play the angle raise takeout. This shot is there. You hit this about a half a rock. It goes right on to the yellow stone. And that yellow stone should fly out of the 4-foot. What you're hoping is this stone doesn't go very far. Maybe it catches on that back yellow.
Right. And that's certainly the catch here, because he still could get only one if he hits this wrong.
Yeah, he's got to hit this fairly thin.
Yep.
For 2. Then it goes out of play.
It's just off nose.
If you nut it, I think this goes back here. This might catch there. But you might be sitting 2, right? 1, 2.
God, could he possibly leave himself sitting 3?
He could if you get this to go over the top.
That's right.
If they get the yellow one to go over the top, you can get your 3. But that's a tough.
Would that be a finish to an exciting curling game? Oh,
I don't know about that. I think that's very tough.
Boom, boom, boom.
Of course, you got this
little
one
drag effect to the one in the back.
You got this one too. So if you hit,
oh my goodness,
if you hit this one, it can spin that over the top.
We can't tell if that's locked on or not. The yellow stone. If it's not locked on, I think there's a possibility of making this.
Yep.
For 3. If it's locked on, there is not. It's just not going to bounce far enough to get it off of there.
Yeah, need a little airspace, I think, to make it go.
And we've just been told that there is a little bit of space between them. He left this out. He fired it right out.
Yeah, with that weight, you had
it's
to put
not
it right
going
on
to
the
hit
edge of the
anything.
rock. Yep.
So that's unfortunate for Dan, but a well-played curling game, and congratulations to Pat Costello. And Team Costello, Jan Rischel, Brad Anderson, and Donna Kaleo.
They advance to the B semifinal tomorrow morning. So we'll be back here at 8:30 for an A semifinal game.
Yep.
Might help out for the beginning of that.
Beautiful.
And hope you enjoyed the webcast, and we'll see you again a little bit later. Roger Ouellette and Dave Cragnola signing off for now. Hope you enjoyed the webcast.